Hey, it's Blast Miner Dad.
I'm Fritz Boulder.
And we're the father and son.
Minecraft build team.
And we're playing Kerbal Space Program, not Minecraft, because we're a Kerbal Space team. Right, Fritz? Something of the sort. And this will be a very interesting episode because Daddy had his wisdom tooth ground out again. The same one. The same tooth, right? And we just got back from the dentist that they were pulling some stuff, gauze out of my mouth. And I'm on heavy pain medication, which should be quite fun for piloting engines and explosive things in space, right, Fritz?
Yep.
So episode 3 of our Kerbal Space Program, we have been doing a lot of work offline on Kerbal Space Program. Fritz, do you want to tell them what we've been doing?
Getting missions ready.
Getting missions ready, but the exciting thing, the stuff we really, I was going to ask you, the really exciting stuff we've been working on for Kerbal Space Program.
Oh, we're working on our own mod.
He's like, I don't know what you're talking about, Dad. Yeah, we're working on mods. We're working on parts. So we're actually doing some 3D part designing. So pretty soon...
I did an engine all by myself.
He did an engine all by himself. I'm working on some, like, pieces of space station so it could go, like, with your ship. And so that's what I'm doing right now. But in this episode... what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the moon in Minnmus, and I have a couple craft in orbit right now. Let me show you what it looks like. I think one of these guys. See, I think it's Explorer 2. There we go. This was my go to Minnmus machine right here, Fritz. I really like using these pipes, you know. So this is the upper stage, so you've got some fuel canisters right here that are on a radial decoupler with a fuel pipe. So you'll drain those out. When you find that the fuel is drained, when you right click on it and you see that it's drained, then you drop those out, right? So the same thing from here.
Is that taking off from Minnmus?
Well, there's no landing gear in it, so I have not gotten to that point yet. Yeah, so this was just getting it into orbit and getting it in Minnmus, and the same thing, like, you've got these...
Are you gonna do that, like, rendezvous thing soon?
Rendezvous thing? What are you talking about?
When they did the moon landing.
Oh, you mean like you have to rendezvous two ships together? Yeah, but I don't have I don't have anything to dock. We don't have docking collars yet. We don't have anything like really cool. We do have the Kerbal attachment stuff that we saw.
Do we have any EVA items?
Yeah, we have some EVA items. So we got a wrench and a book. But I think you have to have an engineer to do the wrench. I don't think you can do the wrench, like, so Jub can't do the wrench. But maybe we should throw something in there in a minute, and we could see where we're going. But here, this was the ship that I took off, and if you want to, why don't we take an engineer? There's Bill. All right, so we can do that, and EVA items. How do we get? You saw that mod, right? How do you get?
You go on the space shuttle thing. Space shuttle.
Okay.
Set zero inventory.
Oh, okay. So this is his own personal inventory then. Like, all right. So let's put the book.
You gotta hold it.
Okay, and we drop that there, and then we drop him a wrench, right? And then now we need.
You could also take off his helmet too.
He could take off his helmet, but we want like some sort of part to attach to.
You have to open up the. If you want to do that, you have to open up the cargo thing, I think.
You can't just throw a part in here? You think it will fit?
I think, try putting a battery.
Yeah.
Like, and if that's a stackable item, you might be able to stack up the item.
No, I don't think so, but that works, and then we could put like I'll put a light bulb. Alright, so he can attach a light in orbit. How about that?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, and that's stackable, right? Alright, so here we go. Let's just get this guy in orbit. What is this? What is over here? There's something flying in space. You see it? Oh, that's the user guide. Guess we don't need... There we go.
I guess you could place that on your ship.
Yeah. So let's see. I already got one of these up in orbit right now. And it's on the way to Minnmus. So... And there's one on the way to the moon as well, because I wanted to make sure it actually worked. So here we can go in and see these guys real quick. Go to orbit. All right. So here's our one orbiting. What is that? There's something flying right there. Was it just me, or is it the pain meds? Talking. Oh, I saw something. There you go.
That is.
Okay, so here's somebody orbiting the moon right now, and then this is the ship on its way to Minnmus. It's going to actually get grabbed by Minnmus in a little bit. All right, and so and this is a probe that I put in orbit around here. So again, this is all in efforts to get us some more science. So hopefully after this, maybe we can get enough science to actually do something, because most of these big trips, it takes like 2 or 3 trips up in orbit so you can share resources, right? All right, so
you could actually go on to drill into asteroids.
I haven't done that yet.
They added drills now.
That should be really cool. All right, so ready? You wanna start me off? All right. Again, keep going. Keep going. All right.
Why didn't you have all those in the same thing?
Well, because I don't know. I just didn't. See, so I can do that. It works. Just give me a break, son. Give me a break.
35 miles per hour. Meters per second.
Meters per. Well, it's at least giving us something. Uh-oh. I didn't think I should have done that. We messed up already, son. We messed up already. All right, let's try it again. Let's try it again. All right, but we need to reorder our thingy-majiggers here. All right.
First.
Okay, so first, these were the boosters, right? So you hit the boosters, and then we can let go of those. But then we need this to come
down.
Way down
here. Do that
here.
in the assembly area.
So let's see. No, see, these are those bottom 2. Those need to go, and then you can let these go, right?
Yeah, but you need to do that in the assembly area so you don't have to do it over again if we revert the flight.
Well, yeah. Oh, okay. Let's do it in the assembly area. This is what I'm talking about, being on pain medication while we're doing this. All right, so these need to go before the radials. The radials are the fuel tanks.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so now we save it.
And now we launch.
Okay. It hurts, like I'm really numb, and this thing really hurts, like the numb part on my face.
Yeah, the stuff that they took out of your hole must have been a really big hole, because there's like a line really big.
Yes, thank you. All right, here, you wait. Quick. Hey, you're doing it too quick. There we go. All right, Bill. He can make it this time, I think. Right? Go
Take off the dead weight.
Dead weight. I'm kind of dead weight. I feel kind of dead weight right now. Am I dead weight, Fruits? No? Okay. Max power. Alright, now we gotta watch these. This is my favorite way to get anything in orbit in this game, is by having these like extra fuel pods. And then when you run out of one, whoop, dump it off, right? Mm-hmm. It works. It works. It's
not the most efficient.
No, it's actually really efficient, because then you get rid of the weight. They don't do this in real life for sure. Like,
they should.
They should, though. I really think they should, because this is, very efficient way to get things in orbit.
I think they don't want to do it because of how many fuel pods some things might have.
Probably be a bad idea. You might drop it on top of NASA.
Yeah.
They might not like that.
That's why you have boosters that last a very long time.
I guess.
Because most boosters get you out of, they get you to the re-entry section of the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And it's symmetrical. I tried doing 3, but I've also found if you do 4, the 4-way works really just 10 times better.
Uh-oh, we're lighting up.
Yeah. Going a little too fast there.
Or 1,000 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm. Meters a second, son. Meters a second. We're in the metric system here.
Meters a second.
We're in the metric system, son.
That means what? We're going...
Meters per second. You know how big a meter is? Chewbacca is 2 meters tall.
That's 6 feet. That's 6 feet.
Is that 6 feet?
Yeah.
Alright, so now we've got a whole can of fuel here. Let's get us orbitized. And this is where all this game comes down to making stupid nodes. It's really annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why we need to have MechJub, because MechJub just rules when it comes to doing this sort of stuff.
Like, that's why it probably best when you start sending missions to, like, other planets.
Mm-hmm. Come on, come on, come on. I'm trying to click it. There we go. 53. Why is it so high on one side? 58 into whatever. Nope. 175, 250. I guess this goes a little... Oh yeah, it's really high up, isn't it? I think I did too much. I did too much welly, but that's okay. Alright, so we're gonna get us to a very high orbit, which is not really good for the moonshot, because you want to get it as low as possible, then you can use that gravity assist, but that's okay. We'll just keep it like that. Alright, Fritz?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and then let's do our maneuver. And then I'll do my fast forward trick. This really works, this fast forward trick. You know what I'm doing, right? So that way, because like if you click to a node, like you're gonna say I'm gonna go prograde, then the ship like goes too much one way and goes over. So if you click the fast forward button, then it stops your momentum. So you don't have to do this like seesaw back and forth thing. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
There's a few things with this game that are pretty annoying, but you know,
it's kind of realistic in one way.
It's kind of realistic. It's kind of annoying. All right, so ready? I'm gonna start getting there. And we'll probably burn that whole thing out and then start on these canisters as we get there. And part of the series is, you know, we're gonna be showing off our models, our 3D models that we're gonna work on, right, Fitz?
Yep.
So we've got some ideas and we've got some things in progress.
There's one that's called Jeb's Tube.
A Jeffrey's tube.
What?
Jeffrey's tube.
Oh.
Jeffrey's tube. That's close. Jub's tube. I like it though. But yeah, there was this guy in Star Trek, and he made the sets, like, you know, when they were making the films, and his name was Jeffries. So he made these tubes, and that's how they got everywhere. And so they're really, really tight, cramped little tubes. You remember in the Star Trek shows when they're like crawling through the tubes inside the ship? So that's what I'm making, is I'm making little access tubes, and you can connect those to things and be able to crawl around. So it should be quite the fun.
I also want to start working on something like a cargo ship mod.
A cargo ship?
Mm-hmm.
Like, to what? Take cargo, or what do you want to...
Because there's the inventory kind of thing.
Well, but they already have cargo containers.
Yeah,
you can just make a ship.
They're not as big to hold the bigger parts. That's why I want to make a cargo ship
like
mod.
A big cargo ship?
Yeah, like one of those with the massive storage crate.
Alright.
Or at least we could try making a mod that adds in like little parts that you can assemble to make one big part, and then you assemble that.
Okay, so here we go. The question is, where do you want to go, Fritz? Do you want to go to... Because we've got one headed to Minnmus, we've got one headed to the moon, but they're in high orbits. So we can get some science in the lower orbits, if you want. This one, the one I've got to the moon right now, is heavier because it's got all the science stuff. But the one, the Minnmus I have, is just like this guy, where there's really...
Nothing.
There's really not much on here. There's not even there's a goo container inside here, but there's not a lot of stuff because I was trying to keep the weight down.
Yeah.
All right. So where do you want to go?
Probably Minnmus.
Okay, probably Minnmus.
Yeah.
All right.
Plus, it doesn't take very much fuel.
No. It's just about the same. All right. So let's kind of make same kind of node here. Whoa, that was it. All right, see it?
Mhm.
All right. So that's going to be our node. It's going to be intersecting. And so again, so watch this. Like if I do to the node, if the ship is really heavy, now it's really light, so it was okay. But if you click go to a node, it'll overdo itself. Let's see if maybe this one will do it. Like if I'm going to that one, see how it overdoes?
Yeah.
It way overdid it, and then I'll go back around and back around. It takes a while. So what I do is I click that maneuver node, and then I go up here and click fast forward. Then it stops you. See it?
Mhm.
So it stopped me. All right. Go a little bit closer. I'm gonna watch it. And this is one we might have to go back up and turn around if we, go too much. This is going to be a really, really, really delicate.
Because the farther it goes out, like it starts
Yeah.
going, starts speeding up.
Okay, I'm gonna start turning it down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay.
I have no idea what's doing.
I don't know. It's like it's
Freaking out.
freaking out because it's right at that edge. In fact, I'm gonna turn us back to the node again, and then let's do one. In fact, here, look. This is what we can do. I'm gonna click the engine, and I'm gonna throw the thrust limiter like 20%.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. Hopefully that should make it.
What's going on?
I think it's gonna decide it when we get over here. We need to recheck this mission again. I think when we get about all right, then we can decide if we need to reburn again to get in orbit. All right. So what we're gonna do. Let me check this one. And let's see what our orbit is like here. See, we're on a path, so we're good, right? Let's see. I don't know. I'm like tempted to see, now we got two of these guys in the pipe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we wait a bit, in fact, why don't we make a node here? Actually, I'm not gonna try that. I'm just gonna zip forward a bit. Look, the other one's like overtaking it.
He's like, what if they just go?
They're like right there.
Yeah, like they could be like going through the window. Hello.
Cause sort of. That's pretty cool. They're so close. This is gonna be a real challenge. All right. He's still. It's still trying to think about it.
Is it an orbit or?
I don't know.
Nope, too far.
How much thrust is that? 11. All right, we can manage that. All right, ready?
Speed it.
All right. Just to give us a little nudge. I don't know. Still thinking about it. This one we might have to get it all the way there, and then we can decide. All right, so let's go back to this guy, and let's get us to the capture area, right?
You might have to do two things at once.
Might have to. because it's way over there. This is gonna be kind of complicated for us doing two at once.
We haven't done that before.
I've never done this before. We had like really two in the same.
Well, almost in the same orbit.
Yeah, almost in the same orbit, and we don't want to like hit the planet either. It's coming awfully close. I mean, look at it. It's going to be right here, and this one is going to. It looks like it's going to hit it before it. This one's going to hit on the other side, right?
Mhm.
All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a node right here. Because I want to warp to it. Oh, come on. That's the wrong. I don't want to do that. Like it doesn't give me the warpy thing right here. That's what I really want. I'm like messing up. Come on.
Resume flight.
I'm resuming. It's not letting me delete it. Alright, so here, we'll just... Whoa! This is gonna be close. Cause there's the rock. Right?
Mhm.
I mean, it's right there.
Minnmus is basically one ginormous rock.
Well, yeah, they're all just like giant rocks. Let's get us in the orbit. Okay. Now we are caught here. Now, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So we're officially now in Minnmus zone. So I can add a maneuver to slow us down. Whoa! Not like that. So let's try this again. There we go.
That's kind of a weird orbit.
Okay. And this is going to be in 1 hour. All right. Let's switch to this guy. This is tough. This is tough.
Oh, it decided.
Oh, it decided it's not even going to capture it. Oh, I just see what happened. Look, it's too we're too low. So let's see if we looks like we caught it on that one. Maybe we'll like get inside of it. How much thrust do we need to do that? Not much.
Just not 100.
Alright. Because we need to get in a capture zone. Let's try it this way. That apparently gets us in a capture. See? Because well, look at the orbit. The orbit's way up there. And we're way down here. Alright, so let's get to that node. And let's just start burning. Alright, that's good enough. Now we're in it. See? See how we just did a little course correction?
I mean, already in the thing.
Yeah, now we're gonna be in the capture zone in I mean, it looks like 4 minutes. So it looks like we can zip to that. We're not gonna miss our other burn.
The other burns in 1
Well, the other
hour.
burn's in 1 hour, so I think we can manage 4 minutes. All right. Okay. So now this one
We might
again.
have to do another weird.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to go up. And let's see. Usually you have to slow down. Whoa. This is 296. That's not bad. I think we can manage that one again. Alright, let's see. When is this in? 1 hour and 36 minutes. Ugh, okay. We can do it, right, Fritz? I think we could do it. I gotta find the other ship to. Come on, click it! Click! I'm clicking it! It's not letting me do it.
Let me.
Hold on, wait, get away! Go back and sit down. He's messing with my stuff. Don't mess with my stuff, man. Okay. Explorer 2, Explorer. Well, naturally they're all named Explorer 2. It's not letting me click them. Let's go back to the Space Center. How about that?
And see what burn we have to do first.
Yeah. Well, we got 1 hour to blow. What do you want to do for 1 hour?
Blow stuff up.
Play, you know. Let's see. Here we go. We got a burn scheduled there. And a burn scheduled there. Oh, well, look, we can actually see it. 55 minutes. And this one is in 1 hour. Okay, so look. We do this one first.
Alright.
Alright.
Fly. You click the fly button.
I'm clicking the fly. I'm clicking the fly. Let's fly it. Alright. And let's warp to the node.
Oh, they're like right next to each other.
Hopefully they don't crash. That would be bad. You know.
Especially that we have Jebediah.
Well, they're invincible, right?
Yeah. But unless you click Space Center.
Yeah.
If you click Space Center, then
I think my engines are off. Might be a good idea. Yes, turn engines on. There we go. Alright. Doesn't take much. I mean, it does not take much to, Whoa! Okay, that's really close. Alright. We're gonna be in a lowy-low orbit there. What do you think?
weird one.
I'm gonna turn these back off. Alright. So we did that one. Explore 2. I guess we gotta go back to the... We need to go back to space station. I don't know why I can't just click it and do it. But I guess we gotta go back to the space station. Houston Control. Kerbal. Houston? I think they call it Houston. You think that's funny?
Yeah.
Houston, we got a problem. Where are we?
Kerbal.
Kerbal? Kerbal?
Yeah.
No, it's Houston.
I call it Kerbal.
Kerbal?
We have a problem.
New Kerbal. Give me new Kerbal.
Oh.
New Kerbin. I'm gonna turn that up a bit. Alright, ready? Ready for this guy? Let's warp to it.
Now warp.
I'm warping. I clicked the button to warp it. I'm clicking. I mean, it's all I can do around here is click. Alright.
Maneuver.
Maneuver to the node. And you notice I haven't worried about keeping SAS on anymore because now we have solar panels so we can recharge. So I really don't care what I do with my electrical usage.
Now we can put those, have the scanners on like forever.
Orbit is moving.
It will hit the
slowing
area
us
in
down.
about 5 hours.
Whoa, too close. We're gonna land. Okay, we are going to land. So that's just too close. All right, so
Let's go back to the maneuver.
Yeah, we'll go back to we'll do prograde.
It's
prograde. It's right on the prograde. All right, ready? All right. Look at these 2 orbits we got here.
They're so weird looking.
They are very weird.
It's not your normal expected circle orbit.
No, they're very wrong. What we could do is we could see how close we can get these guys. How much fuel we got left for one thing. We still got these tanks on here. Very tiny. So that's definitely enough to get us home. But what we could do is let's get a maneuver here, and this is where we could try to circularize ourselves to a really tight orbit
around Minnmus, because
around
it has
Minnmus.
so terrible gravity.
It does. So that is a pretty tight orbit here.
But
Now
that's gonna get us for a lot of science.
It could.
Yep.
All right, let's zip to it.
Zipping in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And push this there. All right, ready? All right. Does not take very much in this little moon to move us.
The little piece of ice and rock.
Whoa.
It's like they moved what is it? Pluto, and put it.
That's circular.
And they put it in orbit around Earth.
Mm-hmm. And that's it. We are in orbit around Minnmus now. So we could do our science.
Yay!
And we could do our little stuff. And let's see. Well, this is the one with Bill, right? This is our new one. So let's take a look at these new cool parts that we got for one thing. Let's see. Observe some mystery goo. 47 science, just for that's a whole thing worth of stuff. And then I think I've got like there we go, a too hot temperature log. All right. So let's EVA him.
And we forgot to do a crew report.
Oh yeah, well he could do an EVA report.
Yeah, and then we can do an EVA, and then crew.
All right.
We're in the most precarious
but
situation.
See, this is his stuff here.
So let's put a light on.
Let's equip that, and then can he put it together? I don't know how he does it. Like you're the one that did this, right?
I didn't even use the thing.
Oh look.
There you go.
Drop attach. Press. Can you read what it says? Press AW whatever space.
QE to rotate.
Uh-huh.
Press R to change node. Escape to cancel.
Well, what do I push to just attach it?
I think you just let go.
Well, I've already let go. Oh, there you go. Hey, it's on his back. I don't want that.
I think you gotta hold it.
How do I move it now? It's on his back.
I don't know. Use the wrench and hold.
Well, it's got his wrench. But now how do I just stuck it out in the middle of space. I think I messed up, Fritz. I stuck it to him. I stuck it to him. Is it still sitting there?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it is. No, it's just floating in space. We've got a part in space. Okay, well, I guess we totally messed up that mod. I guess we need to read the instructions.
More.
Because it's just floating. Can we, is there like a, come here, hither? Oh, no. Sorry, Fritz.
Oh,
Messed up the light. All right, well,
At least we don't have actually limited resources in this game.
Yeah.
Except there will be one problem if we're playing career.
I guess. I mean, unless if we go hit that light at some point. But there we go.
I don't think it can do any damage.
Well, I think that's all for this episode of Failure that we did. That's about all I can muster with being on pain medication. And we got to get ourselves back home. And I'm going to do that. First, we're going to take the science there. I'm going to take science for this guy. I'm going to take the science for Jeb that's in the moon orbit. And then we should be able to afford a lot more cooler items. down on the
Such
ground.
as drills.
Such as drills, and we really need a Docotron, because if we can get that, like, I can start actually constructing start constructing space stations and other things, which is really what I want to do, right, Fritz?
Yep.
Is construct space stations. And I think we've got enough. We'll have enough, just even from that one flight. I mean, that's already, he's going to be like 100 science with that, so we should be able to do some cool stuff somewhere in here. Storage technology, recycling, heat management, advanced electronics. This is the battery. This has got the wrench, screwdriver, and some more panels. We're definitely going to want that one for 180. Jeez. And bigger rockets.
Heavy rocketry.
Heaviest rocketry. The most heaviest, ginormousest, colossal rocketry. That's 2,000 science.
200.
No, that's 2,000.
Let me see.
Look. 2,200 science.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, well,
3,250.
that'll keep us busy enough to take these guys home, right, Fritz? So that's enough for this episode of managing 2 flights to Minnmus at the same time on pain medication. So I think we succeeded in that beautifully.
That must mean we might be able to go to Mars.
Mars on, yeah, when I get another tooth out, maybe I'll get
2,000 and something science and go to Mars. I wonder how much science you get from going to Mars.
Bill Kerman debris. I wonder if that's the, I think that's the,
engines?
that's the piece of junk. That's the light.